Hello and welcome to another live stream. I am gonna finish up the Death Commission, and then this morning I was working on this Joan. Actually, let me get the layout so you guys can see sort of what I'm working on. Coming back. All right, so here is the Joan sketch. So this was the layout. And then I made some adjustments to her feet, and this is what I have, just to kind of balance out her weight distribution slightly. And this is as far as I've gotten. So what I did is I just took my layout, sketched it on the computer like I usually do, and then just placed in the basics. I haven't drawn her wings, I haven't done anything like that yet, but I will. So this is the layout, this is the rough body sketch, and then I have the death colors that I need to finish up. So I'll be doing both. Justin, hello! Hello, Mike Hodor. Hello and welcome to the stream, you guys. I'm so glad to see you. I am sorry that I'm starting a little later than I wanted to. But as is the nature of things these days, everything is crazy and changing every 5 minutes. So there's always something new to try, to work on. Josie, hello. I miss you too, hun. It's so nice to see you here. True Deadman, hello. Welcome to the stream. All right, so I'm gonna start with Death and then move on to Joan for as much time as I have. Hello, Stone Curva. Welcome to the stream today. It's good to see you. Yeah, Corona definitely is having me on live stream more often. So, yeah, Death is the first thing I'm going to work on. Like, I haven't put any of the rain onto her body yet because I need to finish doing all the tones first. And then there will be some splatters here. I did do the water puddle off of stream last night because I had to. I had to make sure that was going to work. So I did that last night. As you can see, her umbrella, well, you can barely see it right now. There is an umbrella here, which I need to color in as well. So there is a good bit of coloring to do on this one. I will get to Joan if I can. If not, I will probably go live again tomorrow and keep working on Joan. For those of you who aren't familiar with my work, one of the very first covers I ever did was an exclusive for Blue Rainbow. And it was of Big Dog Inc.'s Joan of Arc character. So that is the character that I've been asked to draw again. The Joan of Arc that I have, sometimes it'll cycle through here and I can try to call it out to you guys so you know what character it is. She has like steampunk metallic wings. However, the person who's asking for this commission is asking that she has actual angel wings. Now, I do believe that there is another character that Big Dog Inc. has that is, looks kind of a lot like their Joan of Arc character, but has actual feathered wings. So we might just change it to that character. I'm waiting to hear back from the man who has been waiting since 2017 for this commission. So thanks, Corona, as well. It is definitely making me get through my list, which is so good. Oh, I was so looking forward to seeing you too, Josie. Well, I was looking forward to the show. I didn't know that you were going to be there, but I should have figured you would be. So I'm sorry for not putting 2 and 2 together. Mr. E! Lady Lizzie, hello and welcome to a live stream. It's so great to see you here. I'm really happy. Okay, so I'm going to put this one to the side for now, and we will work on some giant wings and give her, the request was that she have white lingerie with possibly some purple and gold accents. So I haven't designed those yet, but I will. Brandy, hi. I am going to be carrying on with your sketch too. I just have this one as a backup in case I'm done with the death sketch. Okay, so I've just set the Joan down to the side and we're gonna work on death for now. So I did the whole background with watercolor and now I'm adding in Copic marker for all her extras, you know, her pants, her gloves, her umbrella. Death is, for all intents and purposes, completely black and white. So that is what I'm working on now. Yes, it is gonna fill up with water. I'll put some water in there, but not a ton. You know, I'm gonna make it so that she's kind of swinging it, like the way that her hair is spinning. The umbrella is gonna have some swooshes as well, and I think that'll help it not need to be completely filled up like a bucket. This was your 4th day working from home. Half work, half playing Doom Eternal. Nice. She's ruining it, it'll rust. True. Thank you, Lady Lizzie. The Merc, good evening. Welcome to this afternoon's live stream. So good to see you. Hey, so, oh wait. Dan Firestorm. It's been a while. It's so great that you could make it. Thank you. Craig. Hello, hello. What was I gonna ask? I had a question for everyone and now I can't remember what it was. Oh well, it'll come back to me at some point. All right, I have my dab pad at the ready. For anybody who hasn't been on a live stream with me for a while, whenever I'm working with Copic marker, I have a napkin. And I call it my dab pad because I always like to test the Copic marker on, you know, I'll just do a little dab just to make sure it's not about to bleed. I tend to overfill my markers because I don't like filling them. It's boring. So I overfill them so that I don't have to do it as often. I know it's incredibly wasteful and very impatient of me, but it is what it is. So they can accidentally spill Copic ink on your piece and ruin it. So I'm always doing a quick check to the side on my little dab pad. Wayne, hello! So I'm gonna make the back leg lighter than the front leg. And the reason why I'm gonna do that is literally just so that it's not competing with the front leg in contrast. And as such, it will push it a little bit further back into the page. And that's what I want. Now there is splatter on her back leg. There would also be some on her front leg, but I need to have the back leg colored first before I can add splatter here. Oh, hello, Melvin. That's awesome. Oh, you finished the Divinica trade today. Woo! Thank you, Wayne. That is so cool. Okay, I need to start with T4. Thank you, River. Oh no. The time has come. I have to refill my marker. I hate that job. It's so time consuming and annoying. You're having a pot pie. Oh, that sounds so good. That was really fun, Josie. Thank you for the commission. Your local shop is sold out of Divinica 5 too after you bought the last one. Woo! Oh my god, that's the best news ever! What's your local store, Mike? Oh yay, thank you, Mr. E. Alright, I need to refill T4. My least favorite art job. So I have to get out my refill. T4, where are you? Okay, let's look for this. All-Star Comics in Oklahoma City. Ah, that makes me so happy. What I'm doing for all the comic book stores that I heard have it, I'm writing like a little thank you note to them. So I will write All-Star Comics. Oh, completely understood, True Deadman, but thank you. Okay, where is T4? It's probably like right in front of my nose. I knew it was. Gabriel, hello! I'm really trying to control my hello squeak that I seem to do. So I'm being a little bit more demure in my talking because I've noticed that like every time I say hi to somebody, it's like this shriek. The squeak is a trademark. No, it's embarrassing. Okay, this is my Copic refill tray. So, so you guys can see what it is I'm doing. Do I know if I'm coming to Fan Expo to Dallas? Yes, I re-upped, Josie. So, you know, if all things go according to plan, which hopefully they will, and we're all, the ban has been lifted, I will be there. You have no issue with the squeaky hello? Okay, I won't try to like tone it down then. All right, hopefully that's enough. It's really hard to tell. You can't see a fill line with Copic marker, so you have to just kind of squeeze until you think it might be good. And that's like virtually impossible. You're waiting for the first one? I've been very good today, Paul. I think I've been on for like 5 minutes and nothing has happened. Check it out. Okay, T4 is away. I can continue. True. I know, 5 minutes. I'm on such a good roll. Hello, John. No. Sibrid's nod is Steve, right? Damn it. Damn it. I did it. Steve. Okay. Hello, Juan. Welcome to the stream. Well, it lasted 5 minutes. Go me. Thank you so much. I'm really glad you like them. Whoop, whoop. All right, now I want to start in on her gloves and the umbrella. So, in order to make her gloves pop out a little bit more, I think I'm going to use some white colored pencil in some of the highlight spots. So that's just the first passive tone. How are you doing, Lady Lizzie? Your job has been closed since Wednesday. Oh, wow. And is that like an indefinite closure or for a certain amount of time, or what's the plan? And are you able to work from home? You're in retail, so no working from home. Okay. I'm so sorry, hun. No, I was asking if Steve was John or the other way, because there's another, like, name that's a little bit hard to read that is John. And so I'm trying to keep the Steve and the John separate, because I just remember hard to read is Steve, but then I got confused because there's also a John. The company is paying their employees. Yes, that is so good to hear. You know, that's something that's really cool about this whole time is for a while, I'll be honest, with all the COVID-19 emails that we've been getting from every company that you're subscribed to, it's just like, oh my God, enough. But I've stopped and I've actually read a lot of them now. And everybody's being so nice. Like the bank is like, if you're hitting financial difficulty, we're here for you. We want to help. We have some things that we're setting in place. The school board, the local hair salon is trying to do stuff to help people. I mean, everybody is. And I'm really, like, it's such an encouraging thing and such a great thing to see in humanity that, like, everybody's trying really, really hard. We're all in this together. It is a shit show of epic proportions, but some real good people are coming to the fore. And just, you know, that it's so easy to look at the emails, for instance. I'm super cynical, so I'll look at them and be like, yeah, you don't mean that. But at the same time, they are putting their money where their mouth is, and they are really trying. And I think that's so cool. I also saw an article. Now, granted, it could have been clickbait, but still, I didn't even like venture to check because it was just encouraging. But like some landlord of a restaurant that had to shut down was like, you know, don't pay me rent, pay your employees. Like that kind of shit is so amazing, and it's so wonderful to see, you know. And I know that there have been many times in history where like people have hit hard times, but the fact that everybody is kind of in this shit show together it's just really encouraging to see the good that's coming out of it. So I'm trying to focus on all that. I can call you SJ if that's easier. Oh, Steve, I really hope you don't feel picked on. I was just trying to not call you the wrong name. But yes, I do see that SJ is right at the beginning of your Twitch handle. And if you don't mind that, that will help. Because I'm trying to keep everybody straight, but I am the world's worst at names. Please don't take it personal. Like, please, please. I haven't been to South Center, Kara. You're an auto mechanic, temporary. Oh, I'm so sorry, True Deadman. I'm so sorry, Kara. Carmen, hi. I'm working on Death. She's from Neil Gaiman's Sandman, also published by DC. There's a distillery in the US that has converted to making hand sanitizer so that they would not have to lay off employees. Oh my god, that's amazing. You want to be employed by me? Aw. Oh, TJ Maxx Power. Hello. I'm trying to catch up right now. Thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the stream. I usually pick on one person every chance I get. There's a brewery in Calgary making hand sanitizer for the hospitals. Oh, wow. You know what I need to do before I go forward on this? I need to ink the umbrella with slightly thicker lines. Is the umbrella going to be translucent? No. I'm going to be coloring the umbrella just now, but I felt that my lines were a little bit too thin, so I'm just adding a little bit more thickness to them, and then I'll be coloring it. I'm not planning on making it as dark as she is. Like, I'm not going to go like flat black or something. I'm going to keep it in the tones of gray, which is why I wanted the blue in there as well, because I don't want it to distract from her. So she's going to be more high contrast. The umbrella is going to be black, but you know, most umbrellas, even if they're black, you can still kind of see through them, so I'm going to make it a little bit like that. Dan, hello! RPG Chicago, hello and welcome to the stream. Thanks for following. All right, so I'm going to start with T4. That is the color of this particular marker, so you guys can see. Yes, I think I know who this is. So good to have you here. I am doing great in the craziness. I hope you are as well. So I switched to T3 just to get the base tone in. I'm gonna have to add T4 as well, which is just the color code of these particular markers. T3 is a little tiny bit lighter than T4. The higher the number with all of the grays, the darker it is. Your work is scaling back, had to let an assistant go. Aw, I'm so sorry. Thank you, Wayne. Whoop, whoop. That's so good to hear. So I'm gonna make the little tiny sliver of the front of the umbrella that's closest to us quite a bit darker. For starters, it's doubled over black umbrella, which means it would be darker. And then also it's closer, and I'm trying to bring it more into the foreground. Happy first day of spring to you too, Mr. E. You really like the blue? Yay! I'm quite into this blue too. I'm not gonna lie. And I usually really don't like navy blue. But yes, this blue really works. I'm glad that, I think we were all discussing it when we decided to not add in the purple. I think it would have distracted from her and just from the overall look of the piece. I think it would have been a little too much. Okay, now I'm just going to get a little tiny bit of T4 in here. Awesome. I'm really glad. Thank you, Wayne. Dan is still very butthurt. The trauma is real. For like $5,000 per cartridge. Poor Dan. I think I've traumatized him for life. I think I just got some very good news in email. Let us check. Yay! Okay. All of the Divinica books are printed. All of my exclusives are printed and on their way to the warehouse. Fingers crossed they should be there by Wednesday next week. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm so happy. Oh, I'm so sorry, RPG. Yeah, you really shouldn't watch it happen. Oh my God, Dan. Turn off my ringer. Okay. I know, I'm so happy. All right, I want to show you guys because I don't know if you remember last night on stream, I got an email from someone saying, hi, my name is so-and-so, and I have a box at my house that looks like comic books. Do you live nearby? Because it's addressed to you. So they actually hunted me down, found my website, so they just Googled me, found my website, found the contact email, and emailed me. It was my neighbor across the street. That shows how like a shut-in I am, that they didn't know me at all. But anyway, they got my diamond books. So I had some of these shipped to me personally so I can show them, and I want to send some around to family and friends and stuff like that because I'm 7 years old on the inside and I need my mommy and daddy to approve. But anyway, this is, here is Divinica. It is here! So you guys saw these being painted and now they are in print. And I honestly am so thrilled with how the book printed. Usually I'm so afraid, I'm always so afraid with the printing, especially because it's a new printer that we hadn't worked with. It's it's traditional art, so I don't really know how that prints. You know, there was a lot of unknowns and variables in this situation. So I'm so happy. that this worked out and everything printed really well. I mean, it could have been a nightmare, but yeah, it printed good, and I'm super happy with the final. And then this is the page that I didn't do on live. This is the hidden page, so now you guys can see it. Yay! Thank you all so much for hanging with me during the whole process. The book is finished! So I got both copies. And then all Rothic books have the cover in like just a tone on the back. At least the Diamond books do. The exclusive covers that JP Roth and I have on our respective websites have a different back cover that says it's a limited edition book and stuff. But for the Diamond ones, here it is. Whoop whoop! I am so happy. And for those of you who have told me that your local comic book store had them, you went and picked them up. You know, they were sold out. I mean, I love all of that. Thank you so much for letting me know. And whenever I can, I am trying to like hunt down the Facebook page of the comic book store and just shoot them a little note and thank them for their support. Because, you know, we haven't put out a new Divinica in a while. And it's always a risk for a comic book store to buy stock and hope it sells, you know. So for them to do that and to hear that it's sold out, even the way things are right now and not many people can get out of their houses, is amazing. So I just want to make sure to thank those comic book stores. So please let me know if anyone you know of has gone to a store, or if you know a store, give me a heads up. When is it available on my website? Very soon. I'm going to, like I just heard from the printers, there should be arriving at my warehouse on Wednesday. So Dan and I are working now. Well, I am doing precious little. Dan is setting up the pages for each respective book with like the information, what kind of paper it's on. So hopefully sometime next weekend. Fingers crossed. Oh, thank you, RPG. Oh, Devin, I have bags and boards being shipped to me here. They should be arriving soon. For the variant books and the exclusives, the printer that I'm getting my stuff printed with actually has a service, which they started because I asked them, do you guys do this? And they were like, yeah, we're planning on maybe doing something like that. And I was like, well, if you do, I want to be on the list. And they are bagging and boarding them as they come off the press. So they are perfect, pristine, and bagged and boarded before they even go anywhere, which is much safer for the books to travel that way anyway. The book looks average. Maybe next time. Wayne, how mean. I know you love it. Oh, Lady Lizzie, that is so sweet of you. Thank you. Okay, I'm just catching up. Thank you all so much for your kind words about the book. Thank you so much. And, you know, it's just another, like, kind neighborly thing. I'm trying to keep track in my mind of all the kind neighbors and everything. And the fact that my neighbor found me and sent me an email on the day that the books arrived. So she didn't let them sit in her house for like 2 or 3 weeks and then contact me after I'm having like a heart attack and a conniption fit and like all kinds of things. She contacted me right away. So that was really, really cool of her. You got your Divinica books and you ordered from Midtown Comics. Paul, thank you. I really appreciate you getting them, and I will Contact Midtown and thank them. All right, so I'm going to write Midtown. Kara, don't worry, I will hook you up. I have 2 boxes here. Page moderator gets perks. Okay, there we go. So that is done. I'm happy with how the umbrella is now. I personally don't want it to be too dark. So if it's a little bit see-through, I'm okay with that. You got yours at Ed's Cards and Comics in Colorado Springs. Okay. Thank you so much, Colorado. Is it too late to change your mind on not being a moderator? Yeah. Not too much detail, most importantly, does not distract from the focal point. Yes, agreed. That is kind of where my head's at. Oh, thank you, Kylie. Unlimited power. All right, I will be done with this pretty soon, I think. Don't want to jinx myself, but we're going to go for it. I got you, Kara. Hello, Hades Gate. Thank you so much for the follow. You sent me some stuff. Okay. How's my 3-headed puppy? Oh, you're talking to Hades Gate. I get it. I did mean to have the lower portion of her back leg light. It kind of puts it a little bit further back and helps the foreground leg to stand out a little bit more. No worries, Mystery. I'm looking for a marker. Where the hell? This is still just not as dark as I need it, and it's looking a little bit too bumpy for me. So I think I told you guys this last time, but me and Vienna are rewatching Vampire Diaries for perhaps the 6th time. I'm sure I'm lying. It's probably the 3rd time. But either way, it's fantastic fun if you're stuck in the house for forever. Will I also darken? Yes, I haven't done that yet. Sorry, baby. Yes, Vampire Diaries. So much demon goodness. True. Right now, we just finished season 1 this afternoon. So, we'll be starting season 2. Or maybe we started season 2. Yeah, I think we watched the first one of season 2. Yeah, I could see that, True Deadman. I think it's more of a chick flick. You got your books online from Imagine That Comics. Thank you, Juan. I'm getting a nice little list together. Do I do posters? Yes. You watched it? Oh, okay. Devin, you're awesome. Yes, I have some on my website here. I will do the prints. Is that how you do it? I did it right. Okay, so that is the link to my prints if you want to see it, and I should have more there soon. Sketchy McSketchington, thank you. Jelly roll pen time. It's kind of automated, yeah, online mod. Thank you, Kara. All right, so she has some grommets on her belt. Moku, thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Louie. I shouldn't forget. Yes, shipping is free over 50. All right, so I'm gonna do actual metallic silver on her ankh and her belt buckle, because I think that'll kind of enhance and help at least bring some bling. All right, now I also want there to be some splashes. So I hadn't done the splashes yet because I wanted to finish off the coloring of her, and I need the Copic marker to be done before I start adding in Jelly Roll Pen, which is kind of like paint, onto her body. You got my email. Perfect. I'm so sorry about the delay, Louie. Dan should get started on the first issue of Waffle Man. So then she's got a little raindrop going right onto her palm right there. Yes, it's a Jelly Roll pen, and I personally like they are called Jelly Roll by Sakura. There's Uniball ones as well. I'm just not as big of a fan of those. For some reason, I find the Jelly Rolls last longer. So it's just a personal preference. I'm going to have some drips coming down from her hand. I wish, Mystery. I already have the colors for the blaze for Scissor Hands. Drew! Central Park. It's been a while. Thank you for joining in. Thank you, Kylie. Kenny, hello. So I've just got little water droplets kind of running down on her in a couple little places. Oops, I keep pushing it further back. Sorry, everyone. I'm doing great, Central Park. How are you? Enjoying your one day off this week. Oh wow, so you're still working, huh? Thank you, Kylie. Grocery never ends. Oh, thank you so much for keeping the stores open and, you know, braving the wild right now. Thank you so much. All right, I want to put some more, just a few little rain bits on her shirt and on her. I need a minute to work up that courage. You find out today, you get hazard pay. Totally happy to stay open now. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I'm so sorry, Moku. Thank you so much for the follow. Hello, Dancing Batman. Oh, I have had so many people try to help me stop cracking my knuckles. I am a hopeless case. I'm so sorry, Kylie. Tell Michael I'm sorry. Okay. Now anything else that I need to do is slightly nerve-wracking. I'm not gonna lie. Just don't do it. Oh man. In school one time, they actually wrapped my hands in bandages because I kept cracking my knuckles in class, and it helped nothing. And you bought the Arches hot pressed A3 paper. Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah, that is an aggressive purchase. Thank you, Jeff. Oh, you're so sweet. So you thought you were being super cool and passing your Twitch info on to a friend, and it turns out you already know Spencer. Yes, but thank you. I still really appreciate that. Don Knucklecracker oh yes, 100%. True, alcohol is very expensive here. That's not true, Dan. That's lies. My life is not sad and small. Dan is just very diligent with the finances. He likes to conserve and save. In the art store and in Sephora. Dan really, he just, it's appropriately frugal. True. You are a delight, Steve. All right, even though these are such tiny little details, and I'm sure you guys won't be able to see it, and Brandy, who this is for, may not even notice it, if it was there or not. But putting little tiny things like giving a shadow to a necklace makes the piece believable. I know maybe I'm just being super, like, I don't know what the right term is. Neurotic, OCD, whatever it is. Having the shadows from a necklace and like little bits from even like the straps of a bra or something, it just takes the piece and makes it look believable. Or, I know that my style is not realistic, like at all, but still it just, it gives it that little that it needs. Zally Zooms? I hope I'm saying your name correctly. If I'm not, I'm sorry, but thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to this afternoon's stream. Quick question. I have a daughter who's into drawing, and recently she lost interest in physical arts and is 90% digital. Any tips to get her back in the old school ways? Honestly, Dancing Batman, it's entirely up to you if you only want your kid to do traditional art. But digital art is just as good, just as important, and for a lot of things these days, digital art is a necessity. Like if she wanted to do gaming art or be a comic book colorist, and a lot of covers these days are now taken from sketch to completely final, all digital. So there's definitely a place for it, and if you're okay with it, there's absolutely nothing wrong with with her just sticking with it if that's what she's interested in. It's almost more important that you're interested in your subject or your tools as opposed to what exactly you're using to draw. You know, if she's interested in it, that means she likes it, and what an amazing hobby. So, you know, it's up to you, but in my opinion, that is completely great that she's into that. I mean, digital art is so needed these days. Digital colorists, I mean, you can do everything and the programs only get better. So it's up to you, but, you know, I think it's awesome. I missed out. What is everybody saying? Makes it believable. Oh, thank you, Moku. Yo, hello. Oh, okay, I hear you, Dancing Batman, but it really won't. Like, it'll, if she's interested in it, her skill will only grow. So it's great. Thank you for stopping in, Dancing Batman. Have a great weekend. I want pie. I want ice cream. I want sugar. I'm gonna start complaining. Oh, meat pie. Well, I mean sweet pie. Rapid Firefox, hello! Alright, I'm just gonna get brave here. Fuck it. Alright, so I want to have a swoosh coming from the umbrella too. I did a Staples, yeah, for whiteout and tape, because I was out of tape. Okay. Oh my god! Ugh. So I finally get up the courage and my freaking pen doesn't work. See you later, babe. Oh, thank you, Kadiro. Well, I've got a bit more to do because I want to, I need to use the actual acrylic paint for that. The Jelly Roll pens are great for small things, but when you're actually trying to fill in white, it's not really strong enough, if that makes sense. Like the white has a little bit of a yellow tinge to it. So I'm gonna do a bit more once I'm done here. Dan says that we are. Of course, I want to make sure that Brandy's okay with that. Yeah, so I'm gonna go get my jar, my little mixing water jar, and I'll be right back. Because I didn't think I was gonna need it. So like, don't go anywhere, everyone. I will be right back. Hold, please. I'm back. Well, I like to, generally the way it works is that you technically, it's my drawing, so I don't necessarily have to ask, but I do like to give, the person that option. It does not cost more for a commission if someone wants the art to remain original and unprinted, but, I would like to know that. The thing is it doesn't, it ups the value of the piece. So for the piece to have been used or, been a limited edition print or something like that, it does make it a bit more valuable because it's more known. So, that's a good perk for people. Umap, hello. Okay. So for starters, I'm going to do a little bit of the paintbrush work that I was planning to do yesterday that I didn't. So I'm starting with this to just enhance some of the splashes, because like I told you guys, the jelly roll is great for really fine detail, but not super, it's not very opaque for, you know, actual splashes and stuff that I want. So that's why I'm moving into a brush. Oh, thank you, Moku. You got it, Philip. We're not having any sweets at all these days, which is why you're going to hear me complaining. I am in full support of it, and we're all just trying to like watch our immune systems and stuff, but it's still not easy. I like me my sugar. Yes, so sometimes what will happen, Gabriel, is I'll post, this mostly Lady Death, I'll post a Lady Death commission and Brian will comment on it and be like, scan please. It does not change the price for anyone. For me, it's great because Brian gives me comps, like complimentary books, so I get a little perk. For the person who owns the commission, I always check with the person first. Like, are you okay if this becomes a cover? Generally, I haven't had anyone say no. Fingers crossed, nobody does. But what happens is that does not change the price for the person. All it means is that, again, now you own original art. My commissions cost about half of what published art costs. So you're getting a perk as the person who commissioned the art. For Brian, he's getting, mystery envelope stuff. And for me, I get comps. So I kind of feel like everybody wins. But I always do let Brian know the name of the person who owns the sketch and, all of that stuff. And we might start doing the same with, like, if I get any Divinica commissions, and JP Roth wants us to use it as a cover, I'll check with the person who owns it, make sure all is cool. I know, it's a lovely system. I'm very happy to do it. So it's when I can scan it, though. Because that's the one catch, is it's sometimes difficult to get a scan, and most of my work is like done at a show and then there's no scanner around. So, if I take it home and scan it, or some people are okay with me actually finishing this sketch at a show, taking it home, scanning it, mailing it to them, you know? So it really depends. Except those that can't get on the list can't win. It'll come. I'm working through my list, Juan. I know, if they just had a scanner, I would be so happy because, you know, you'll look around for like you go to one of these office places and the scanner is terrible. Like one time at Emerald City Comic Con, I was like, I really want a scan of this piece. So I went down, there was like some kind of office thing in the building. So I went and I actually bought a thumb drive, scanned it, paid to use the scanner, like did the whole rigmarole, and the scan was horseshit. So, you know, it's just, yeah, that's the same issue though, Yo-Yo, is a lot of times I'll get a scan from somebody and again, I can't use it because the settings weren't right and the whole thing's blown out or whatever. Aw, sorry, Kara. Yeah, Dan is very strict on making sure that everything is fair. It has happened before that I have gotten offerings to pay me double my commission rate to jump the line, but we are keeping it fair, so, you know, I politely declined. Have I ever used the panorama function on your phone to try to get those images? No, I haven't. Thank you, Nihilus. In looking at it on the screen, I'm seeing that I want a bit more of a swoosh from her umbrella, so I'm going to take it over a little bit more. It's too much of a straight line, and it doesn't go far enough past her leg. Telling you, being able to see it on screen helps me see my mistakes so much better. You're scared. Juan, by the way, I did get your email, and that is just, you're amazing and wonderful. And I still need to plan the whole Twitch situation, but like, the Twitch party. But I gotta say, your letter just like, Dan and I were floored at your kindness and just, that was so cool. So I will get back to you. The delay is only me being behind, not at all any situation besides just so much love to you for that. You got your jar open, yay! Love you, Juan. Hello, Snow. Lime nachos in spinach dip. That doesn't sound very good, Kara. really doesn't. Thank you, Kylie. Okay, it's silver bling bling time. Where's my X-Acto blade? I have need of it. Or some kind of knife. Okay, I will show you guys how this is going. So right here, as you can see, I've put some of my silver dust. So this is the Schminke silver dust. And then what I do is I just mix it with a little bit of water, and then it just becomes amazeballs. Glory metallic. Or metallic glory. I hope I didn't annoy you with all the messages. I found stuff. No, you didn't annoy me at all, Kylie. I'm just a little bit behind because I was trying so hard to be a couple hours earlier on the stream, and I didn't make it. So I've just been hurrying. I haven't gotten to everything, and I know I owe you some responses. Hello, Von I. This is Death. Okay, so I've just wet my brush and I'm adding it into the silver, and check it out. Metallic. Let me just go like this and it's metallic. I love it. Okay, silver time on the piece. Wait, what did I add to it? Okay, it's the same, remember how I got that gold dust? I got a silver one as well. So it's just by Schminke. It's called Aqua Bronze. And what it is it's just like a powder. And then you mix it with water and it becomes super awesome metallic paint. And then even though I really love the other metallic paint that I got, what is it called? Yeah, this stuff, the Pinata stuff. It's alcohol based and it really sticks to your brushes. So this stuff's a little easier to clean. Should you be ashamed that you included salted caramel macadamia clusters in your Corona Apocalypse grocery shopping? No, I don't think so. Oh yeah, and rubbing alcohol does as well, but it's still a pain, especially when you're like at a show. It's a little bit harder to work with, but it sure is good. But anyway, this stuff is nice and easy when I'm working with watercolor. It took 7 grocery stores before you actually found real food versus junk food. Oh my God, Philip, I'm so sorry. Thank you so much, Steve. So now that's metallic silver. And then over here, I'm gonna do her belt buckle metallic silver as well. No, I understand, Kylie. Dan was pretty traumatized. As you can see, he still is. So I definitely gave it a rest with art supplies for a good 6 months or something, I think. Somewhere around there. It felt like 6 months. I should try to go back to Comic-Con. Which one, Hades Gate? My wedding ring looks like it's cutting off my circulation. All of my rings are too big for me, so none of them are cutting off my circulation, I promise. I know, Dan is so traumatized. On the index finger that I paint with. Oh, well, maybe it was just on crooked, but it didn't feel like it. Oh, I see. To Brooklyn Comic-Con. Sorry, Hades Gate. I didn't mean to be so dense. I go to New York Comic Con every other year. Your understanding from the employees at the store was that people were lined up for opening at 5 a.m. No worries, Bon I. It's the problem is that my rings start to like slowly shift down my finger because they're too big, and so then they'll look sideways, and then maybe it kind of looks like it's doing something to my circulation. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm going to try to give it a little shift so hopefully you can see the metallic aspects of her ankh and her buckle. There's not really much bling I can add to her here, but at least I can do it on those. Stocked up on enough non-perishables to last a month, maybe 2, day 1, plus 45 minutes at the grocery store because you wanted a Mars bar. Okay, so you guys still have schools open. Interesting. I did see that he closed the borders, yeah. But they closed our schools, I think, before they closed the borders. Or maybe not. Maybe not. I could be wrong. Border closures are just starting to be enforced now. Oh, so they're actually enforcing them? Interesting. Okay, so I'm just doing a few little light splatters. Oh, for sure, Kylie. California issued stay-at-home orders last night and closed all non-essential businesses. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Paul. It's ridiculous. It is really scary. Okay, so there's one other thing I want to do. I don't know how this is going to work, really. First, I need to make sure my drops are dry. I want there to be a little bit of splash on her leg here, but not on, I want it on her back leg, not on her front leg, but I'm also, you know, dealing with personal laziness, and I don't really want to have to remask the whole thing. It seems a little bit unnecessary, so we're going to try this. Just a little bit like that. What happened? I'm gonna go see what Juan said. Oh wow, they're releasing inmates just so that there's not so many people together? I was wondering about that, Kylie. I'm so sorry. Are the kids okay? They've canceled grade 12 final exams here. Oh, I need to go check Brian's message from Coffin Comics. The world is ending for 24 hours tomorrow? What am I missing? The Grappla, thank you so much for the follow.
Our struggle as artists isn't about appeasing the crowd. Rather, it's about tending to the broken parts.
Does Laura still graduate? Well, when this whole thing started, they said that they will be doing everything to make sure that the grade 12s do still graduate. So, yeah, that is the plan.
Rather, it is a state of mind which you constantly strive toward. This all comes from an understanding that ideas aren't static, but fluid, like water. Be like water.
He's pausing Lady Death Kickstarter for now and wanting his fiends to stay safe. Aw, Brian is so wonderful. So the world ain't that bad. The media makes it worse than it actually is. You've been to France, China, and Japan in the last 2 weeks, and it's not as bad as the media makes it. Well, that's encouraging. Hello, Thunder Sky. Yeah, did he mean that he was maybe not going to do any more Kickstarters for a little while, or? I'm confused. I guess I need to go watch the video. Brian really can do anything. That is true. So I'm putting some white on the front of the umbrella because I need to pull it forward somehow. He muted the Kickstarter. You'd go watch it, but Dawn is scared to be alone? Ah, that's funny. How can you mute a Kickstarter? I'm so confused. Oops, I put a cool gray in there. Okay, toner grays go in here. All right, so it's looking to me like death is done. I think. It's probably like, hold please. Yeah, he'll not collect money until things bounce back. Oh, okay, because usually like you don't pay for the Kickstarter until it's fulfilled or something. Yeah, that's just because I don't understand Kickstarter yet, but that makes a lot of sense. And Brian is so awesome. What a good human. I'm sure Kickstarter is probably working things out, you know, like all the services that we have, you know, like Square sent around an email that they're working really hard to make it so that people can do payment without having to do signatures. Like, you know, there are going to be some really amazing changes in the world and a lot of progress made with technology and all kinds of things because of this situation. I think everybody's hauling ass, but I'm sure that Kickstarter is working out special situation plans. Oh, thank you, Moku. I agree. I think it will. Did I just get? I did. That's not a good. I just got my little piece of tape fell in my white acrylic ink, so I need to get that thrown out right away. Tape removal is really the fun part. I love it too. Yes, it does remind you how many mailing lists you're on. It's true. For a while at the beginning, I was getting irritated. I was like, why do we need to hear your opinion right now? You know, like when it's just from some random thing, like, you know, the local hairdresser, like why do you need a statement, or the cat vet or something? Like, why does everyone have to have a statement about this? But now I'm actually really I'm really loving those emails. I think it was just a little bit like overwhelming the first couple days, but now I'm reading them and it's just, I'm seeing all the kindness, you know, and everybody's being so nice and we're going to work with you. We're going to figure this out. And, you know, we're all in it together. And, you know, even if it's just like a form letter or something, it's still nice. That's how you felt? Oh, you're so awesome, Steve. Thank you. The banks are being really nice. Well, I have to be careful complaining about mailing lists because I write one and some of you guys are on it, and then I realize what a giant hypocrite I am. So at least I can promise you, I'm not gonna at least right now, I'm gonna really make a point to avoid writing you about my thoughts on COVID. It is what it is. We will carry on. I know, because I haven't sent one. Because in my head, I'm getting all bitchy and complaining about everybody else's. Enough, I say. Well, now you're curious about my thoughts on COVID. Honestly, I'm just trying to be part of the solution, not the problem. So I'm staying in my house. The Cowboys bar was actually clean and sanitary. Ooh, nice. Oh, thank you, Wayne. I hope it was good progress. Fingers crossed. Okay, she's done. Whoop, whoop, whoop. A bitchy tongue-in-cheek email might lighten the mood. Are you happy, Brandy? Well, I can't. It's not fair to ask you here because you're gonna feel the pressure to say yes. But I hope you're happy, and it was so fun to work on. Yay! I really had a good time. Bear in mind, you guys, I do let it sit. Like, I will walk away for a little while. Like, I'm gonna work on another sketch. And I wait and give it the hairy eyeball for, you know, half a day or a day just to make sure that I haven't missed something, or, you know, maybe there's something off that I should fix. So, you know, this is what I've got right now. I may make more adjustments. The umbrella is still under review with me, so I may be giving it some adjustments. But yes, it's done. Ish. Thank you all so much. I'm not ending the stream. I am going to be moving on to a Joan of Arc commission, but let me see what everyone said. You love the background color most. Aw, Steve. It's that blue. State of the Union message. Lol. Just send that over to you, Kylie. And then mystery, you've got my address. Brandy will be sending me her address. This is so much patience from Brandy and a lot of trust. So thank you, Brandy. It was really fun to work on for you. That's awesome, Kadiro. Okay, I am going to take a tiny break, toss out the water, and it's so weird that Brandy's address is the same as mine. Okay, everybody, you gotta answer Brandy. That is so, so kind of her. So you guys let her know. And you can thank her for her permission. I'll be right back. Okay, just stretching my arms. Just add it to your pile. You do have quite a pile, Wayne. Thank you. Brandy, you are so sweet, and we can talk about it as well. But you are such a sweetheart, and it's been an absolute pleasure to work on this piece for you. Thank you for your trust in me, for allowing me to take as long as I did. You are such a sweetheart, and that kind of trust is greatly appreciated because I know I take a really long time to get through my commission list. So lots of love to you, hon. And then send me your address. One without asking you and one you suggested it. Oh, you're such a sweetheart, Wayne. Thank you. Oh, good, Brandy. We love you. Thank you. Okay, so this is going to stay with the board until it's scanned. I really don't want anything to damage the art, so I'm going to keep it together with the board. Here's so you guys can see it a little bit more close up. There's her face. I know it tends to blur. My thing is not exactly the most crisp, but you can see some of the splatters and everything like that. So there's the splatters. I'm just looking at it in real time on my thing. So there she is, all done. And hopefully I can show you some of the metallic shine. Shiny shine. Anyway, thank you all so much for all of your comments and your encouragement. This was fun. For a little while, I was worried. I've got to tell you guys, in all honesty, so this is honesty moment with Dawn. For every piece I'm working on, for probably the first 98% of working on it, what's going on in my head, and I realize that I have a little bit of my brain is wired on the negative side. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, oh my God, this isn't gonna work. Oh my God, this is terrible. This is a shit show. Oh my goodness, I'm ruining it. This is horrible. And I'm trying to learn to just not listen to my brain that does that, because the last 2% of work is when it all kind of comes together, and then I'm not so upset and bummed about it. But throughout the whole process, I've been really scared that this one wasn't going to work and I was going to have to start over. Your brain does that too. Self-doubt is so rough to deal with. I am not... Confidence is one of those things I was born without. And it's good. It's kind of my personal demons or my personal cross to bear or whatever. But at the same time, it's just... at the same time, it helps me try harder to do a better job because I'm never feeling like I'm the shit. But it really sucks sometimes to spend so long being like, oh my God, this is the worst. But I'm happy now and I can set it aside. I don't project that on Twitch. Yeah, because I really don't want the Twitch time to be negative moments with Dawn. So I keep that shit to myself, man. It pushes me at the cost of the internal battle, exactly. I know, I need to sing Let It Go. Okay, so this is commission number 2 that I need to work on. Chicago, hello. It's so good to see you. I was just thinking, what happened to Chicago? Not like I do a mental roll call. Anyway. So this is what I'm working on. This was my layout. And this is my layout blown up, basically. So, ow, I just sat on my hair. Okay. So, this is where I'm at right now. As you guys can see, there's basically nothing here. For the Twitch police, she will be wearing a bra. But it's kind of like this. I ended up thinking that this looked a little too, like, hanging on, I don't know, like she was sitting on a bench that's way, way high up, and both of her feet, like, what were her feet doing? So I moved her legs so that they were a little bit more on the ground. So anyway, I still need to draw the wings. I need to give her a face. I need to draw her lingerie. So there's a lot to do here. But I realized that lately I've kind of just been rolling through the finals. But since I'm on Twitch more often, let's do some sketching. I may royally fuck it up. You hate when you catch your hair when you sit down. I know, it's a real bummer, isn't it, True Deadman? Yes, I drew them and I thought that they were ginormous, and Dan was like, not big enough. So I erased and added more. Yes, some people do. Some people ask for larger boobage. Some people ask for smaller, so it really depends. I tend to skew smaller than what most people prefer. The struggle is real for hair sitting, I'm telling you. Where is my pencil? Okay. Oh, your hair is close to length of my... Oh, wow, True Deadman. I didn't expect that. I'm sorry. You have to sit on other people's hair. Okay, I don't have dirty nails, guys. This is the blue paint and it's stuck under my nail. Please don't think I'm gross. I'm just an artist. I look at other like Twitch streamers and their fingers are all perfect and their nails are all nicely manicured, and then I look at like the gnarly crap that I've got on my hands and I just like, ah, damn it. Oh well. Don't look at my hands. Look at the art, okay? It is not. It's paint. Damn it. Okay. So I really don't have much underneath. I'll show you guys. This is my usual process. I start with a layout. This layout is actually a lot more finished than I usually do. It's kind of just like a sad excuse for a stick figure usually. But this is how I do it. I do a layout, I scan it, I enlarge it to print size, and then I will do a small amount of digital line art. So I actually refined this on the computer. You know, I'll change the size of things. I will move the legs, like I moved the leg. I added in the pillar just roughly. And now I'll be working on refining it. So that's what I'm doing here. Oh, and I just shifted my page. Classic. Just an artist sitting in front of the paints asking them to stay off her nails. Yeah. I know, it really should be. I should have one and be like, don't look at my hands. Yeah, that too. That's true, Paul. It could be a little depressing. Okay, I'm just gonna turn this on to make sure I have the thing straight. All right, there we go. I don't really need that right now. This is very large boobs for what I'm used to. He'd be like a little troll doll. Trying to see if I have blue paint on me. Large boobs for what everyone is used to. Okay, for anyone who's familiar with my work, the person who wants this piece wants basically the Joan of Arc that I did in 2013, I think it was. Yeah, that one right there. Okay, on the screen right now, I'm seeing Joan of Arc. I don't know if anyone else is seeing that right now. But yes, it's that character, and I gave her some massive ass boobs. Yeah, pretty much. He does, Paul. Especially, like, usually I get a little reminder before I start Lady Death work in the kindest, most nice way of like, remember, Dawn, Lady Death is a voluptuous character. She's not super skinny. She has a large bust. You know, I get the walkthrough because otherwise I have to fix it. You have that print on your wall. Oh my God, Colorado. Thank you. You've got the risque version. Okay, yeah, so that's what I'm being asked to draw, but with lingerie. So she will be covered. You'd love to see that. I usually, Steve, I usually fix them on my sketch because, yeah, she's always, it doesn't look like Lady Death, I've got to be honest, because we're all so used to how Lady Death, her proportions, and everyone really tries to like keep her proportions generally as Lady Death, and whenever I've drawn her really skinny and small, it doesn't even look like Lady Death. It's really weird. So I want her chin down. And her, you know, I want her to have a nice, like, coy smile. So those I find very challenging. So we're going to try to do this. It looks like Waffle Man with boobs. Did you see Dan's Divinica drawing? That was a real classic. Oh my God, she had boobs on her neck. Oh, that was amazing. I nearly spit out my coffee when I saw that. feel like I did something slightly different on the White Widow face. And so I'm going to look at that. Kind of reference it a little bit for myself here. Yeah, her eyes are a very different shape, and I want to do that. Oh, yum, Kylie. Tamales, thank you so much for the follow. Good for you, Gabriel. I needed to shorten her chin a tiny bit. I wasn't loving how it was before. Oh, sorry, Kylie. I know that one. So I'm happy with that eye and not this one. It's like the story of my life. One eye works and the other one is just such a pain in my ass. So because I've got her chin down a little bit, her eyebrows are gonna come further down, right? If you look at your face in a mirror, for instance, the more your head goes down, the more your eyebrows are closer to your eyes, right? I wash my hair 3 times a week. Yeah. And it's such a pain. Aw, thank you so much, Moku. Have a good night's sleep, and it was great to have you here for the stream. See you soon. Stay safe. So with lips, I kind of start with the center line, you know, and then work on the top and the bottom lip. Zephyrus, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Oh, okay, Kylie. I'm sure you're gonna get it. Oh, that sounds like so much work, Kylie. All right, I think that this side of her face is a little bit too wide. So we're gonna take that in a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Which means this eye and this eyebrow are also a little bit too big. I don't know how I feel about her eyes being that big. I think they might be a little bit too big. You threw your pen in frustration. I have done that. I know the feeling. Big eyes can be cool. Yeah, it's just there, you know, you've got to get it just right because it can also make them look childish, too young, too young of a face for that intense of a body, you know. So I want to make sure I get it right. Oh my god, I think her boobs are bigger than her head. Generally, I try to draw the line at the head still being bigger than the boobs. Yeah, she's got some thighs on her. Oh, that's awesome, Gabriel. Well, for my lack of success on the other eye, which I will get, it just takes a few tries. This is the story of my life. I sure nailed the like come hither eye on that one. I'm sad you guys can't really see it. It's so small. How long am I streaming for? Another 20 minutes. But I'll probably go live again tomorrow. So, I'll just keep going live. But, guys, I get it. If you've got other things to do and a life to live, which I'm very well aware that you all have, you don't, I'm not keeping roll call. The eyes may not be the first thing you look at with this piece. Ah, ha, ha. You're watching 2 Facebook live streams, my Twitch stream, and just finished your laundry. Damn, Wayne, talk about multitasking. I don't know how you manage it. Multiple personalities help. Well done, Rob. Harley, hello and welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. You had an apple as a snack and made some coffee. Woo! Yeah, you really are. Meat Shake, hello! How's it going? And provided medical for a friend. Wow. I hope your friend is okay, Wayne. Oh, well, that's good. Yeah, I think having twins just makes Kylie win across the board. Really? So even though he paused it, it's still doing good? Brian is the best. I am using a HB right now. I toggle between HB and 2B, and that's pretty much all the adventure I have when it comes to lead. "12 minutes left. Whoop, whoop." Brian is such a solid win of a human being. All right, I now need to remember HB and 2B. Wow! Oh, he didn't pause it. They just aren't being loud and celebratory about the Kickstarter ending as usual. Ah, so they're just kind of keeping it all low key. I'm just looking for Joan. Joan of Arc. Here we go. So I always take a very, very, very long time on whatever hair I am drawing, and I'm going to give her a pretty big hair. Ah, so he was just muting it, and, you know, they're gonna keep it a little bit more low key or something. I'm sort of seeing, like, in my head as far as this sketch, what I kind of am picturing for her hair is kind of, you know, old Hollywood glam hair. Yeah, and I guess they can't have that many people all together anyway. No, maybe I'm incorrect. I'm almost leaning more like, you know, the 50s girls with the big blonde curly hair. Yeah, something kind of like that. She is blonde, and you know, her hair is kind of mid back length. So I guess I could make it coming down a little bit to here. You know, I'll have a little bit swooping over her shoulders and all that fun stuff. And then it kind of, you know, once she has hair on her head, it evens out her boobs, I think. I think they look a little bit more like they belong on the character. All right, before I go, because I have 9 minutes left, I want to at least start getting a rough pattern for her wings. So I kind of was having some thoughts about a little bit like this. So he wants the wings really, really, really big and feathery. Not your typical Joan of Arc wings, which are actually steampunk metal with then, like, the feathers are almost more like these massive, like, lightsaber kind of wings. So she's got actual feather wings. So I'm just kind of looking at my rough sketch. I'm not necessarily trying to keep the wings completely encased or, you know, completely in the paper. I'm actually okay if they're massive, super exaggerated, and really just kind of coming back around to the front. Like, I'd like one little bit like that, where there's a feather coming in front of her thigh like that. And then her thigh is kind of poking through and the rest are coming down onto the ground or something. I think that would be really fun. And then the rest can actually be going off the page. Like, her wings can just be giant. Oh, see you later, Kylie. Love you. So I don't know if you guys can super clearly see this. But yeah, it's pretty much just going to be encased in wing. So much wing, so much feather. She's basically in a little bit of a cocoon while she's sitting on her little pedestal thingy. Yes, this is a light box. I just don't really need it anymore. I already light boxed whatever was underneath before. With points towards the top, well, because it's bending forward. But yeah, thank you, Chicago. I'll keep that in mind. Vaughn I, thank you so much for the follow. Oh, well, thank you. No, I agree with you 100%, Chicago. They are rounded. Like, see, it comes here, and then the wing turns in front, and then is coming forward. But yeah, I will keep that in mind. It's just this is the other side of the wing is out there. Does that make sense? So like this whole round bit and this whole round bit are all part of her wing. Hello, Travis. I just finished the death commission and now I am working for 3 more minutes on a Joan of Arc commission. So this one has been on my wait list for 3 years, and I'm getting it done now. So right now I'm working on the sketch. Yay, thank you so much, Colorado. So yeah, I will continue working on it tomorrow, and I will do my best to go live at some point. If you're following me on Instagram or Facebook, you'll get a notification. Or if not, if you're following me here on Twitch and you have yourself set to notify, it should let you know here as well. But it's food time for me and my tummy's growling. All right, so quick recap. This is a Joan of Arc sketch. This is kind of my layout. This is what I'm working on. I'm sorry that it's a little bit light right now. It's just because I'm trying to keep this paper clean because I'm going to be doing the final ink and everything on this piece. So I have to be a little lighter with my lines. And then the Death Commission for Brandy is finished. So this is a watercolor and Copic marker sketch that I finished up today. And that is it. I am gonna go eat some food. I hope the rest of you have a wonderful day or evening or, whatever time of day it is for you. Take care. If you're supposed to be staying indoors, which I think most of us are, I hope you don't get any kind of cabin fever, and take it easy on yourself. Enjoy the rest of your evening. So much love to you, and hopefully I'll catch you again tomorrow. Swoosh! Thank you, Too Busy to Play. I really appreciate it. Thank you to all the new people that are watching and for the new follows. So much hugs and love to everybody. Thank you for being here, Gabriel, and everyone else. Good night. Good night, Devin. Good night, Jeff. See you later. Mwah.